You're watching news headlines on mining.com. I'm Devin Murrigan. Gold raced to another record high on Monday as worries over the U.S. economy mounted. Spot prices jumped 1.4% to $3,638 an ounce in mid-trading after U.S. jobs data showed weaker hiring in August and unemployment climbing to 4.3%. That's the highest in nearly 4 years. The weak report fueled expectations the Federal Reserve could cut rates later this month, with some analysts pointing to a possible half-point move. A softer dollar also added to bullion's appeal, while central banks continue to stock up on gold as a hedge against global uncertainty. Anglo American and Canada's Teck resources have agreed to merge, forming one of the largest copper producers in the world, with a combined value of more than $53 billion. The deal creates a new entity, Anglo Teck, headquartered in Canada and primarily listed in London, with secondary listings in Toronto, Johannesburg, and New York. Anglo shareholders will own approximately 62.4% of the new company, while Teck investors will hold around 37.6%. Now, the merger is expected to generate $800 million in annual cost savings within 4 years, including synergies between their adjacent Chilean copper operations. The U.S. has exempted several critical minerals, including gold, graphite, tungsten, and uranium, from global tariffs. The new executive order signed by U.S. President Donald Trump came into effect on Monday. The White House says the measure ensures access to resources vital for nuclear energy, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing. These minerals are largely import-dependent, with no U.S. tungsten production since 2015 and heavy reliance on foreign uranium and graphite. Rio Tinto may face costly downstream investments as Guinea's military-led government pushes for local refining at the Simandou iron ore project. Officials say building smelters and refineries is key for Guinea to capture more value and spur development. The government has already cancelled agreements with miners like Emirates Global Aluminum over delays in building alumina plants. Planning Minister Ismail Nabe says the country's game plan is to build a refinery in Guinea. The push reflects a broader trend of resource nationalism in Africa, with governments pressing miners to process minerals at home instead of exporting raw ore. Codelco and SQM are close to finalizing a partnership to jointly mine lithium from Chile's Atacama salt flats. The deal, signed in late 2023, stems from President Gabriel Boric's national lithium strategy, which gave Codelco control over strategic deposits. SQM will hand over majority control of its Atacama operations to Codelco in exchange for extending its production rights until 2060. Supporters say the venture will diversify Codelco's revenue, strained by falling copper output and heavy debt, while giving Chile a bigger stake in the booming lithium market. They also argue SQM's existing infrastructure will speed up production, but critics say the deal gives up too much. Economist Marcela Vera called it a surrender of sovereignty, since SQM would still retain nearly half of future Atacama revenues, despite lithium being a non-consensuary resource under Chilean law. And that's where we leave your news headlines on mining.com.